Before sleep and morning reset 5 unusual ways to reignite your motivation. Before you sleep tonight, or as sunlight touches your face in the morning, I want you to pause. Because between night and morning there's a space. A small, invisible moment where your entire life can change direction. You might think motivation comes from books, videos, or speeches. But the truth? It's born in silence, in those quiet minutes before sleep, and the breath you take before the world begins again. Tonight, I'll share with you 5 unusual ways to reignite your motivation. Through stories, rituals, and science. Because you don't need a new life. You just need a new way of seeing the one you already have. 1. The final sentence ritual. The note you leave to tomorrow. There's a young architect in Seoul. Every night, before bed, she writes a single sentence in her phone's memo. Sometimes it's a confession. Sometimes it's a promise. Tomorrow, I'll be braver. Today, I survived. She's been doing it for 300 nights. She says it changed her more than any self-help book ever did. Why? Because the mind remembers the last words before it sleeps. Whatever you feed your brain at the end of the day becomes tomorrow's emotional script. So tonight, before scrolling endlessly or drowning in thoughts, try this. Write one final line. Don't overthink. Just seal the day with a sentence. It's not journaling. It's a message to your future self. And someday, when you look back, you'll realize you weren't writing to remember your past. You were writing to build your tomorrow. 2. The mirror declaration. Becoming the actor of your own story. Every morning, a taxi driver in Mexico City looks into his side mirror before he starts the engine, and he says, "Hoy, conduzco mi destino." Today, I drive my destiny. He told a journalist once. I don't have a fancy car, but when I look in that mirror, I remind myself I'm the one steering my life. So when you stand in front of your mirror tomorrow, don't just see your reflection. See your main character. Your scars are makeup from the last act. Your tired eyes are proof you've been living, not hiding. Say it quietly or boldly. Today is my stage. I'm in progress. Actors rehearse lines to become their role. You rehearse your identity to become your next self. And trust me, it works. Because when your own voice declares your worth, the world starts to echo it back. 3. The 1-minute cinema. Seeing before believing. Close your eyes. Now imagine your life not as it is, but as it could be. Picture yourself walking into a place you've dreamed of. An office with your name on the door. A studio where your music plays. Or a small coffee shop you finally opened. You can almost smell the air there, can't you? That's not fantasy, it's rehearsal. Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer, used to do this every night. Before every race, he would imagine himself diving, feeling the water, touching the wall, again and again until his brain couldn't tell the difference between memory and imagination. When he finally raced, he said, "I'd already won it in my head." That's the secret. Visualize not to escape reality, but to train it. Because your subconscious can't argue with what it believes it's already seen. So tonight, before sleep, direct your own movie. Tomorrow, you'll just be living the sequel. 4. The 10-second gratitude. Finding gold in ordinary days. There was once a Japanese monk who said, "If you can find one thing to thank before sleep, you'll never wake up poor." We often chase the big moments, promotions, awards, validation. But life is mostly made of small breaths. The smell of rain, the taste of coffee, a message that says I got home safe. Every night before you close your eyes, find one small thing you're thankful for. Don't make a list, just one. 10 seconds. Gratitude isn't naive, it's rebellion. It's how you tell life, you haven't beaten me yet. And soon, your mind learns that happiness isn't in what you own, but in what you notice. 5. The future alarm trick. Wake yourself from the inside. Here's something wild. Record your own voice as your morning alarm. Not your sleepy voice, your future voice. Say something like, "Hey, this is your future self. I know you're tired, but if you get up now, everything changes." When you wake up to your own voice, your brain doesn't interpret it as noise, it interprets it as command. You become the commander and the soldier, both at once. It's strange, intimate, almost eerie. But it works. Because the voice you trust the most isn't mine. It's yours. There's a story of a painter who was once asked, "When did you become an artist?" He smiled and said, "When I stopped waiting for someone to tell me I was." That's what these rituals do. They remind you that you are already becoming. In quiet ways, in invisible progress, in ordinary mornings. Motivation isn't loud. It's not fireworks or shouting. It's the whisper that says, I'm still here. So tonight, write your final sentence. Tomorrow morning, look into that mirror. Visualize, whisper gratitude, and awaken yourself from within. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll wake up inside the life you once imagined.